BOCW.
Look at us, episode 4, right
Look at
into
us.
Finally
it.
on time.
Finally,
We're actually
kind of.
15 minutes late, but that's okay.
15 minutes late.
But that's okay.
Better than before.
Yeah, we missed last week because of some stuff, but we're back right into it. Episode
Better
4.
than ever.
Better than
Yes,
ever.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks everyone again for tuning in. As always, you can find our podcast on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, all in the description, wherever you're watching this. So make sure to check it out if you miss an episode. We're just gonna run down through some things that happened this week. Did we have a tournament this week? I actually don't recall what happened this week. Not gonna lie.
We had a tournament scheduled for yesterday, but it got moved.
Oh yes, that's right.
Well,
Was in the
I don't
last
think so.
tournament we played the 30k?
Oh yes, we can talk about
When
the
was
30k.
that?
The
That was
30k.
literally
Remember
last
V
week.
and Qrissy and me and FIFA?
Oh,
30K.
I do remember that one. Didn't we? We briefly spoke about it on the last podcast.
No, we
No,
didn't.
we didn't. We missed
No,
it.
we did. We talked about that. We talked about it that it was coming up
Yeah, it was coming
Oh,
up,
on
but
episode 3. Yeah.
yeah, but oh wow, yeah, that was only last week. I felt like that was so long ago. But actually, we did really well. Like me, Haylee, and Xra got through to top 8. Xra got top 4 out of like all the girls, which was good. But,
WWW.
W's.
Me and Qrissy be selling.
We literally be selling.
We be selling them.
I broke my sleeping pattern to watch that tournament. To watch you guys.
Great supporter right there. No
Yeah,
one
I
wants
went to
one.
bed at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Oh my god.
That tournament, it was really good. It was just, the only thing was there was no losers bracket for a 30k tournament. Obviously,
I think it was because they over-invited.
they did
There
over-invite.
were 41 teams.
Yeah,
There
they-
should have been 20
teams.
teams in a loser bracket.
yeah, they did over-invite. That's why they couldn't do a losers bracket. But like for that amount of money, like it was just so heartbreaking when you got knocked out. You know,
It was.
it was like I was literally so sad for the rest of the day. Post-tournament depression is what I had. It was just, yeah, no. But otherwise, it was a fun tournament. That went for 13 hours without a losers bracket. So imagine if, because everyone was complaining about not having a losers bracket. So like,
Yeah.
imagine if there was one. 16-hour tournament.
16-hour 20 vibes.
But no, that was fun.
That was
that
fun.
was the biggest tournament that I've ever played in.
Same.
But upcoming tournaments, me and Nat and D are gonna be playing in a co-ed
Friday
odd man
night.
tomorrow.
Yeah, what about me?
night. Yeah, you were gonna
Tomorrow
explain
night.
your team.
Yeah, but you're on a different
Me,
team. You're not on
Nadia,
our team.
and yeah, we're gonna smoke you guys.
Get a grip.
You're gonna smoke us?
Me,
Get an actual
Nadia,
grip.
and Brett are gonna smoke you 3. Let's be real.
You guys
Definitely
go straight
not.
to loser bracket.
Wait.
Aww.
Wait.
No, hopefully we get put on the opposite sides of whatever.
Yeah,
however it's
Yeah,
gonna go.
dude. Actually, speaking
I
of
want grand
that
finals
last
us versus
tournament,
each other.
that
Sorry.
last tournament's like seeding was insane.
Yeah.
What was up with that? Oh my goodness.
I don't know if that was randomized or what, but
There's
like
no chance that was
ooh.
randomized.
Honestly, it was very.
No chance.
I honestly can't remember, but I remember the top being very. It was very top heavy, like a lot of stacked teams in the first half of the bracket.
Hey, my half was kind of wild.
Yeah, I was in your half.
And Haylee ended
My
up versing
run.
Nadia. What,
Yeah.
second?
Third. I
Third.
versed a team first, and then I versed Ken's and Almond, and then I versed Nadia and Bread, and then yeah.
Cool.
And then Sag. But it's fun. Like we're starting to get back into tournaments. You know, breaking that sleeping pattern. Oh.
But nobody.
Says the one that goes to sleep at 10 a.m. still.
Excuse me, I went to bed at 3:30 last night.
3:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay, that's better. That's a lot better.
I am
But
being
at 2
targeted.
p.m.
What about Haylee?
Yeah,
You
Haley's
guys
the
said
worst.
Haley went to
Haley
2
actually
p.m.
has the worst. Haley has the
worst.
worst sleeping pattern at the moment. Shocking.
Yeah.
Get a grip. Get a grip.
Actual grip, my guy. Who needs sleep?
Anyways. But
Anyways.
finally, we have season 6 of Warzone. Honestly, we've got lots to talk about here. First off, the map changes. What do we think about Stadium and downtown at the moment?
It's
What
terrible.
are our thoughts?
I think the only, like, I don't really think it's that bad. The only thing I think is bad is the FPS problem.
There's an FPS problem?
I don't have that issue.
Well, no, like, I feel like everyone's frames are going to be worse now.
I think
right?
I think it's better. I think it's a lot better than it was.
Wait, it's better for you? Damn.
Because there's less to render?
Yeah, because there's less to render now.
Mm.
It's like all just splattered.
I think it's hard to see people sometimes in, like, the parts of downtown.
Yeah,
They
honestly,
blend in.
I haven't really played a lot of downtown.
I
Stadium.
understand like them doing it for like the storyline of the game, but when you're actually playing, like if say Last Circle ends on downtown, like it's so bad.
Yeah.
There's
That'd
also
be
that
cheeks.
no one's really spoke on this, but in those buildings that are like on the ground and stuff, there's so many glitches you can get inside of them.
True. But they haven't even fixed it either.
Like they just sit there and just shoot you through the buildings. It's wild.
Mm.
So like
Qrissy-
playing with it is kind of chalked.
I don't really have an opinion. Like I don't think it's good or bad. I think it's just meh. Like it wasn't really like a thing that I was hyped about, to be honest.
I mean, I think we're all hyped for the new map when the new
Yeah.
map comes out with Vanguard. But I mean, this was just like they do this every season. There's like a little thing they change about one of the like places of interest in the map.
Yeah.
Whether that's blowing it up or I don't even know.
I haven't really been in Stadium much,
I think
to
they
be
just
honest with
blow
you.
it up. They always just blow something up every season.
But they actually added in the bunkers. I've only been
I
to
haven't been to them yet.
I've
Neither.
only been to the one to like near hangars. And there was some rats just sitting down there.
I haven't been in them, but I had a UAV popped and they were in the bunker and I thought they were inside the map. 'cause
Yeah, I
didn't know
couldn't
the bunkers
find them.
existed.
Yeah.
Like sitting there screaming. I was like, they're under the map. And my chat was like, no, Nat, they're not under the map.
Yeah, no, I don't really care about any of the new parts of the map, to be honest.
What else was new? I think that's it. I think it was literally
think that's
just the
literally it.
bunkers and then stadium and downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the new Gooch.
Oh!
The new gulag. Well, the old goosh. The old goosh. The OG goosh is back. It's back to what the first gulag.
What are your thoughts on it?
I like it. It's nice.
It's so funny because I like it, but I suck. Like I've lost every single one of my gulags.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's easier to win like that
So,
gulag than the other gulag. I feel like
Why?
the other
How?
guлаг's it.
I feel like
The
it's
other
so
gulag
much.
was just ugh.
The
I feel
last
like-
one, I think the issue with the last one for a lot of people was that it confused them. Like, because every time you switch sides, it kind of looked the same. The only like difference was the Dorito, right? Is Haley's mic muted?
No.
Oh, I thought. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Oh.
No, I thought she was trying to.
Wait,
talk
what are you
and
talking about? The Dorito?
So in the previous gulag with all the, the colorful one.
Oh, I like that
Once,
one.
yeah, one
I
side
don't
of
like
the
that
gulag, one side of the gulag had a Dorito in it, like a triangle.
Oh, yeah.
And and I'm pretty sure was it if you got that side you won? I'm trying to remember. I think it was. I can't even remember. I think it was if you did get that side you won.
You
I don't know,
reckon?
but I ended up getting it down pat, and I literally, I don't know if you remember, but the 15-hour stream we did, I lost one gulag.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one was good.
Yeah, I liked the last gulag. Only I feel like I'm better in like close quarter gulags, you know?
I think it was just better because you could see your opponent.
I think it's the opposite. Well, we have totally
Are you
opposite
kidding?
opinions.
Wait, in
It's
the
too
new
much
one,
for me.
in the new one, you can't see anybody. Oh, the old
well, you're
one.
talking about the shadows. Yeah, no. I feel like it's so easy to spot people. Like you don't really have a lot of cover. Like in the new one, like you can, I don't know. All I know
Well,
is that
I
I
mean,
suck at this new gulag.
I feel like the thing about the new one is it does there's a lot more just like peek a corner and like whoever wins, you know what I mean? It's literally
Yeah.
just whoever has the better aim. But at the same time, because they didn't actually make it brighter like they said they were going to, no one can see anything. So everyone's running rose skins and the Mil Sim skin, which me too.
Yep.
I'm using the Mil Sim
You
skin.
too.
Everyone's using that skin, and because they're all using that skin, you can't see them. So when you like wide peek the right or left side, it like goes into the shadow and you can't see them at all.
I
Like
haven't
you
had
literally
that
can't see
problem.
their head.
I haven't
Okay, I'm
had
gonna
that
stream
problem.
snipe you with Mil Sim and Gulag.
Yeah, I heard you talking about it, but I actually haven't come across it yet.
Dude, I've versed so many rose skins. That's why I switched to the Mil Sim. I've versed so many, and I'm like,
What skin
well,
that
I'm
is?
dead because I can't see them.
Oh yeah, because the Milson's actually darker than the rose skin, isn't it?
It is. That's why I switched to the Mil Sim. Yeah.
Wow, nerd alert. Just
Right.
drop into the
I get glasses, and all of
Wilson?
a sudden she's
Oh
calling me
no.
names.
Wait a minute. What are we talking about?
Way.
But otherwise, the OG Gulag, I like it, but I stink at it. I don't know why. I've lost every single one of them, I think.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
But what about the new weapons? We got good floor loot this season. Thank the
Oh.
Lord.
That's beautiful.
Yep.
We actually have an
Yes,
amazing
it's actually the best
floor
ground
loot.
that we've had since like the second season.
Literally, we have
The
amazing floor loot.
MP5. Oof.
Yep, MP5.
No,
What do we-
no, the RPD.
Oh,
The RPD.
I'm running around with my MP5.
So good. No, that
but, like, the
MP5 doesn't
RPD
have
was
enough
always-
bullets.
I mean, we have MP5, Mac 10, RPD.
The RPD, you can kill like a full team with it in quad.
No, I like the RPD, but like MP5 is exciting because like
Yeah.
that's something like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the chest loot. Like when you open chests now, you can get like gold PPSHs. You can get like it's good. It's not like crappy guns
Yeah.
now.
We
The
have,
AK-74U too.
It'd
as
be
well.
good
Yeah.
for in custom tournaments. I feel like. Then you wouldn't have to hit the regain as
oh
hard if
yeah,
you're
that's
pistol.
right. Regaining now, like you can run around with the guns on the floor, like it's good
Yeah.
enough.
That new floor look good.
But didn't they add like a new AR? What is it called?
Ooh, it starts with G.
Grab.
Grab.
The grab. Is that
Grab,
floor
it
loot?
stinks. It stinks. Yeah, it is. The kilo and the grav are both floor loot.
I swear when I used the grab, it actually melted people.
You're
It's
Best.
J God was talking about it. It's like it's under like all of the guns.
Ah, anyways,
Like it's not.
maybe I'm
it's
just
not any good.
crazy with it.
Grounded though probably melts.
Yeah, no, it's definitely have better floor loot, which I'm so happy about. We literally went for 2 months with a Tech 9 semi-auto. So
Remember the
type.
solo, the like you just run around like single shotting. It actually
Yeah.
sounded like a shotgun almost.
you reckon?
Is that just me? Just
I
me.
think it was
Okay.
just you.
People would shoot that at me, and I'd be like, "They have a gallo."
But this is actually like gonna be like the last like
Oh.
final changes, map
Yeah.
wise, gun wise, before the new map. I'm actually a bit nervous for the new map.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, everything's gonna change. We're gonna have a jungle. Frames gonna be
I'm
chalked.
excited. Oh yeah, my frames. Oh no.
I don't get over 100 frames as is, so it's gonna be extra chalked.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Mm.
I'm scared. I mean, I think I don't know if you guys noticed, but after the most recent update, I feel like our frames were better. Qrissy and I noticed
Mine
actually
would
It felt smoother.
chalk.
for the first time ever. You might have had the menu glitch. So some people, like you know how we all have lag in the menu. Some people that was going into game, so it was like chalking their frames as well. Me and Qrissy didn't have that issue though. After the new update, the game was so smooth for like the first
Really
time
smooth.
ever.
Yeah, I don't know what they did, but like I could definitely tell a difference when I got on. Like it just felt like everything felt cleaner, and it even looked better. But the Halloween event is back.
Ooh,
We're gonna get jump
excited for
scared.
that.
On the
I'm
19th,
so
right?
excited for that.
Ah.
Yeah.
Just because I want to buy the Scream guy.
I've never
August.
seen Scream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody. There's people
Never
who
seen
have
it.
like got the skin already. Like they're running around with it. How does that happen? Like how have they let that happen? How have they let that
unlock
happen?
tool.
An unlock tool.
Nat knows.
Nat knows. She's like unlock
Hey,
tool.
hold up. I'm just guessing. Like, would it not be the unlock tool?
She's saying she's guessing now.
I don't have it. I'm just asking.
Like a task manager.
Get a grip.
Yeah, but I just really don't understand how the hackers have managed to get it. Isn't that
Unlock
like
tool.
Yeah, okay. Unlock tool. Hi, dog.
I mean, I don't think any of us understand how it works, but it's definitely the unlock tool.
I don't even know what the unlock tool is.
I don't know either. It just gives them all those skins.
Do you think we're gonna have like a night mode again?
Yeah.
Zombies mode?
Hopefully not.
I think so. I think they'll separate iron trials at some point, like leave normals and then have iron trials, and then they'll like
Do a little
replace one of the
zombie.
modes with like dark mode. I think it'll be quads again, like last time.
Zombie mode is actually really fun, to be fair.
The zombie
Yeah.
mode.
Just the dark mode. No.
I have
When they
PTSD.
take out from that tournament we played, when they take
We had to
out
play
like,
a tournament in the
normal
zombie
quads.
mode, in the dark mode.
I swear that tournament comes up every week.
Yeah,
Like, it's
because
just
I have
embedded in our brain.
PTSD from it.
That night mode, no,
Yeah,
not
no,
it.
I don't really like night mode. I don't think I'll play it if there was a night mode. Hopefully
We had to
separate
rock
it.
thermals.
Yeah,
We talk
Remember
about
you
this
put
every
thermals?
week. This has literally come up. Qrissy's right. Every single
we're
week.
traumatized. I like seasonal events though. I think it brings like it's a good change.
The
Yeah,
jump
because of
boxes
the
they make it
skins.
like really hard. Like imagine you're in a PR game, like you're flying, and you know you're in a sticky situation. You need a plate, and you open a chest, and you get jump scared. You get killed.
Nat's gonna be yelling comms at the chest. Yeah, no,
Oh,
I hate
goodness.
jump scares, so I don't really like that.
I don't like the jump scares, but I like the
Yeah.
rest of it.
Those either.
Otherwise, everyone gets bored of the game. So
Yeah, but
I think the skins are exciting.
Yeah, Ghost Skin, Donnie Darko.
what's a Donnie Darko?
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
It's a movie.
I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, Google it. I don't even actually forget what it looks like. It's what's his name? Jake Gyllenhaal. But I'm definitely gonna buy Ghostface.
Ooh, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, there.
I'm-
Wait, they're
I'm
bringing
so
out.
excited
Wait, this
about
is an operator.
Yeah.
I'll get this. This is disgusting. I'll get this.
Yeah, what?
But the Donnie Darko.
You know what I was actually saying for Halloween? That would be really cool if they brought out Carrie. Do you guys know who Carrie is?
Oh, yeah.
Don't know who Donnie Darko is.
What's her name that plays
Carrie.
it?
I don't know. You probably are
Who's
thinking
the
of the
actor?
latest version.
Wait, you're thinking of the like 1980s one.
Yeah, Carrie would have been
Oh,
fun.
back in your day.
Oh my god, get a grip.
In your day. Me and Nat too young.
Oh, get a grip. Sick of it here. do you know who Carrie is, Haley?
Who? Nah.
Okay.
But you haven't seen the Carrie when she's like on stage and they drop the blood on her hair, her head.
Yeah, like imagine a skin like that.
The cow pig, the pig. What is it?
The pig blood.
the
The
cow
cow
pig. I'm thinking of Korean barbecue.
Oh, she hungry. Yeah. No, I'm definitely gonna buy Ghostface. I think that'll be really,
Yeah, same.
really fun.
I'm gonna buy a Donnie Darko.
Yep.
Is that that like skull like looking one and it like lights up? I don't know. Nadia showed me one and I think that might be the skin you're talking about.
Not sure.
I have no idea.
Yeah, no. That's right. Iron Trials has been taken out. They keep
Ooh.
changing Iron Trials and putting it
Get it
in
out.
different playlists. I don't know why they don't just
I don't know
completely
who
make a
said
new one.
that to me, but
I don't
apparently
know why
it's going
they put
to
it in
trios.
quads.
Apparently
I
it's
don't
going
know.
to trios.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's going to trios.
Wait, are you serious?
They're changing it. It went from duos to quads, and now it's going to trios. It's just, I get they're trying to get more people to play it, but like, it's annoying. It's annoying.
It just sucks because on our service it doesn't pop.
Yeah, it doesn't pop.
And,
so like, we just can't play.
And
quads.
like if we want to play it, or if we want to play in like a 4-stack with our friends on American servers because we don't have any servers, we're stuck like versing people with extra health on 250 ping. Like
Yeah.
it's just really chalk.
Yeah, Iron Trials on ping is disgusting.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. But it has actually been confirmed that Vanguard guns are gonna have 10 attachments.
Yes.
I don't know how that's gonna all. How's that gonna work?
I think it's gonna wipe out all of the Cold War and Modern Warfare guns.
You reckon?
Like as of right now, the Modern Warfare guns don't compare to the Cold War guns. They're just like the Cold War guns are just like they're a lot better. And then, you know, bring in guns with 10 attachments. None of the other guns are going to be able to compete, I think.
I mean, I guess it depends. I mean, 10 attachments? What do you need 10 attachments for?
Wow, would you be putting like unnecessary stuff on?
But then again, they could balance it out in a way like, you know, if you have so many attachments, it'll make you slower or whatever. I don't know, maybe...
Like a perk thingy where you can get 10 attachments maybe. And it takes up.
Why do you want 10 attachments?
Nah, it's not a perk.
No, I don't want that. I'm just suggesting something, you know?
No, it's just going to be
that doesn't matter.
I think it's just like too much.
Yeah, I think it's too much. Oh, it's just on Vanguard guns though.
Yeah, but the Vanguard guns, because they have the 10 attachments, are going to make it so none of the other guns are viable.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Should guns be cycled?
What do you mean?
Like cycled out like the guns being cycled out each year? Like some guns go away, some guns come back. Do you think that'll be
No, because I think that would make people bored. People like to go back and use old guns, even if they don't compete. If you're a decent player, you'll be able to use them.
Yeah, there's going to be 150 plus guns. When the
but only like 20 of them are like used by the main.
Yeah. I'm not really I don't really care for the new guns. Like any new gun that comes out, I don't really try it. What's that sound?
I do the same thing. I'm always like, oh, I don't want to try it. I think it's because we like being comfortable with our weapons.
Yeah. I don't try any new guns.
And then just like a week before they nerf it, we all try and we are in love with it. It's just too late.
I'm late to every meta. Like
it's like Haley's
been using the RPD.
Have you?
It's actually good. Try it out, chat.
I watched it. I watched her use it on a TikTok, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's it.
No, that was on 250 ping. Remember? So like
yeah,
the
but
bullets...
it's just like it does damage, but it's fire. It shoots so slow. Like in comparison to like the MG that probably does the same amount of damage.
No, it's good, Triss.
I can't use LMGs, so I'm gonna skip that one. People have been using the carve, the little bursty burst. I've been seeing that on the timeline. Oh, and I saw TP's tweet. He was using the fin. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
He's actually frying with it.
I didn't see that, but I heard about the fin.
Yeah,
I don't even know what the fin is.
It's an LMG.
It was like a newer gun that got added, but like ages ago.
Yeah, ages ago. It actually looks like it fries, but I suck with LMGs.
Yeah, I've been using the Cold War AK. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm loving the Cold War AK.
That's just so boring to use.
Cold War AK
but you
is
used
like
it for so
Cold
long.
War AMAX.
Using the AK when it's a subby, but AR it's a bit boring.
Why is it boring?
I don't know. It's boring for me.
She doesn't have a reason. It's just boring. I mean, I guess you've used it a lot. That's why. I've only just started using it. I only just got onto it.
I used it here and there.
But it's nice. Like it's like got a bit of recoil, but when you can control it, it slaps.
It takes a hot minute to get used to it as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's like a different feel to like the rest of the weapons.
Goodness. Also, something else crazy that happened this week. Twitch leaking everyone's info. That was a bit wild. I think Brad was one of the first people to tell us. Like, it wasn't even on Twitter.
Yeah, he was.
Like, none of the big streamers were talking about it.
Yeah, like, I didn't see anyone tweet about it. And, like, I saw it and I was like, oh, interesting.
Yes.
Everyone's income got leaked.
You know what's so funny is because originally the first paste they put out was like incorrect. They tried to say that like Critical had like made like $39 million or something.
Oh my goodness!
Was like, oh my god! And And then they redid the math and they were like, oh, this is what it was supposed to be. I'm pretty sure it said that I made like $500,000.
Yeah. That is balling. That is balling.
Dude, I was like, I looked at that and I was like, oh my God, I'm saving incorrectly. I'm doing something wrong. Oh my.
That was actually pretty scary. How does this happen to like Twitch?
I think they got the source code to Twitch, right?
What even is the source code?
I think it's like the actual, look, none of us really know too much about this stuff, but I think it's the actual like everything within the site. So I think they can actually take the source code, and if they wanted to remake Twitch, they could like use the source code and like remake Twitch like exactly how it looks.
Right.
And then I think within like I could be incorrect, so like correct me if I'm wrong, chat. But I think within doing that, they got like all the information inside of it. A lot of information.
That was very scary.
That is scary.
And they didn't actually send out like any like information on it telling us to reset our stream keys or anything, or like change our passwords until like a day later. Like I only got the email like a day or two later. Like it's a like we've already changed like all that stuff before they even got in contact with us. That's a bit scary.
I don't think passwords and that would touch though.
But it's like I would just change it just in case.
I mean, I did tell my chat as well to change their passwords
I would
and stuff.
change it.
But yeah, I don't think passwords that were touched.
Do you think like YouTube and Facebook were looking over like, oh? Honestly,
I definitely think so. I mean, the day before when Facebook and Facebook and Instagram were down. Twitter had something to say on Twitter about it. And then and then a day later, like Twitch and like everything's just going wrong right now on the internet.
Honestly, I feel like YouTube has the potential to take over Twitch.
I think they would need their own interface though.
Yeah, the only thing that's slowing them down is the interface.
It's the same with Facebook. I don't think Facebook could take over, but their interface is it's not very good. But yeah, YouTube is like, if they made a whole new their own interface like Twitch has sort of thing, then I think they would just completely take over.
100%. But also, isn't it crazy when this happened, the amount of people on Twitter that were complaining about how much streamers were making?
Yes, I thought that was insane.
That was insane.
I thought that was crazy. And they were like, yeah, no, that blew my mind.
Yeah, like why are people so mad about that?
I think the thing that a lot of people don't realize is, like, say, I don't want to use names. I did talk about this on stream. But say X and X is making $200,000 and then you're going on Twitter and crying about it and being like, oh, yeah, but they just sit in front of their screen. Like, I don't think you realize just how much work they're putting in. Like, there's certain people who are not only streaming 8 hours every single day, but they're in university as well. When they finish stream, they're editing YouTube videos. They're making thumbnails. They're coming up with more content. They're working on TikTok. Like, there's so much more that goes into it than people realize. Like, you're not just sitting in front of a screen.
Yeah. And I definitely feel like people who aren't, like, full-time streamers definitely, like, eye roll when people say that, you know? They're like, oh, you're just sitting in front of a stream. How much hard work are you really doing? But it actually is. Like, it's really mentally taxing.
Yeah, it is.
Doing this, you know?
Yeah,
I didn't actually realize. I mean, like, you're not just sitting here, like, just playing a game for 8 hours. Like, you're sitting there and constantly for 8 hours straight talking. Yeah. And, like, making topics and just, like, entertaining.
Trying to keep good vibes, too.
Exactly, yeah.
All the time.
Exactly. And that's really hard.
Yeah.
You have to try to keep good vibes all the time, no matter what's going on in your life.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just kind of ridiculous that people are like angry about how much even their favorite streamers are making.
Yeah. It's always such a weird thing. I obviously feel like it's a jealousy thing as well.
Yeah.
I just think it's such a weird concept because they will cry about how much a streamer is making. You know, all you're doing there is sitting there for 8 hours, like you're not doing anything. But like if they were given the chance to become a full-time streamer,
they would take it.
And they would take it within a second. They would
100%.
take it, and then they'd probably cry about how much work is done behind the scenes.
Yeah, that was such a weird thing for me to see. Like, when anything that's like revolved around money, it's always like a sensitive topic, and it's always like it's like taboo. Talking about money is taboo.
With money as well. Like,
yeah, that was such a weird thing to see. But a lot of streamers were really open when they're like the big streamers when their earnings got leaked. They were really open with like, you know.
Some streamers were pretty funny about it.
Really? Like who?
Did you see the clip of Mizkif and was it Soda or Ludwig?
No. They
were just like having a chat, and I think Lud was like to Mizkif, he was like, "Don't talk to me, 23."
Oh no!
Like, funny earnings, and I thought that was hilarious.
On the earnings list, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. I like that. But it's cool. I mean, like, it's so nice to see. Like,
they're just they're having some fun with it. I mean, it's really uncomfortable because I mean, I think anyone even outside of Twitch, if your income or whatever was leaked, and that would make you uncomfortable.
That would make
no matter how much money you make, like. That's yours. Like, that's not for the whole world to see. So it was nice to see some Twitch streamers having some fun with it and just trying to see the positive side.
Yeah. I'm like, people are making bank.
Like, God damn!
Making bank. It's so cool. It just shows how like big streaming has become like over the years. But yeah. I think they've actually all those links that were posted, they've all been taken down.
I did see that. There was a website made called Twitch Earnings, and that also got taken down.
Yeah, they
made that really quick, by the way. That was almost like they made that within like an hour.
Yeah,
it was like a full website with everything.
Speaking of what goes on and being a streamer and all the hard work we put into it, I feel like a lot of people don't really talk about what goes on behind the scenes of being like a streamer and all that. I feel like that'd be nice to talk about. Like, we do some insane. Recently, I've been doing some insane hours. Insane to me. Like, I've been doing like 9 hour streams of like straight up just COD, which is like playing this game is just so. Like, playing for this game for more than 4 hours, it really takes on your mental. Especially when the hackers, like, and not finding lobbies. You find like
I actually have found the last couple of streams, by the end of the stream, I've been so mentally taxed. I've just been like silent.
Yeah, I have noticed that. Yeah, like, but it's hard.
It mentally has been taxing
because.
Me.
Last week, we talked about how our servers were popping and like everything was going up for us in our scene. And then now, like, we can't even get games at like 10 o'clock at night.
It's because I think for 1 week there, the cheaters went away.
Yeah.
I came across like one cheater in like 3 days. So for 1 point last week.
Yeah. Well, like, it's just, that's another thing. Like, when when Warzone is like your full, like your game, your main game, and you can't even like enjoy it for longer than an X amount of hours, it's kind of hard to get your hours up, you know? So that's why I've been playing other games. But like, you know, we've been doing some insane hours. I mean, we did a 15-hour stream the other day, which is straight Warzone. And that wasn't that bad.
That was the funnest stream I've ever had.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was about that day, but that flew. I ended up doing 16 and a half hours or something.
Yeah, the first like 10 hours went so quick. I remember we got to 5 and I was like, bro, I feel like it's been like 30 minutes.
I got to 15 hours and I was like, all right, I'm going to just keep streaming.
Yeah, it was fun. And we played, we played that for, I mean, what's it called? We were on our servers the whole time, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, we weren't. We played with D for a little while.
Oh, yeah, true.
Oh, yeah, and then I got off.
Oh, yeah, and then Haylee got off, and then I think we tried to play with Nike, but the servers were like, we played 2 games, and then the servers were chalked, or something like that.
What would What would you guys say your typical day of it being a streamer is like? How do you guys get your content around and like get your stuff going? Do you guys edit through?
Okay, I'll go first. So I mean, for me, I wake up pretty late because I go to bed really late. But I mean, I will get up incredibly late in the afternoon.
Nice.
I usually don't even have time to like make food. I'll like probably have to order something. I get on stream for like 8 hours and I end up finishing around like 2, 3, 5 a.m. And then after stream, I like get clips together. I have someone that does my TikTok, thankfully, but I will like get the recordings for my YouTube editor. I will start working on thumbnail ideas, YouTube ideas, title ideas, and then
she's so
try to sleep.
Attempt to
sleep.
Woman, and then you get the cleaning done at 5 a.m.
The cleaning.
She's not wrong. Yeah, I usually will like have like on my day off a week, like usually tonight, Mondays. I will literally spend Monday doing everything that I was supposed to do all week because I don't have time to do any of that stuff.
Just not the other day at like 4 a.m. and
well,
she
no,
was like,
I
I'm gonna
yeah, well, Haylee got to witness it firsthand. Every single Monday or Saturday, whichever day I end up having off, I spent a good like 7 hours. It was 7 to 8 hours. I do laundry every couple of days, but I do laundry. I wipe everything down. I vacuum everything. I do my beds. Like I do everything in like one day because I don't have time to do it any other time.
Yeah, I relate to that. Yeah. Doing everything in one day and then having the rest of the week is just like nice. You don't have to do much. What about you, Haylee? What is your typical day like?
My typical day is like I wake up. Well, sometimes see, like my thing be changing around sometimes. Our sleeping schedule be chill. I be waking up like an hour before stream sometimes, and I'll be like waking up like 30 minutes before streams. But every time off the stream, I make sure I go get my clips and everything for TikTok, and then I have to go edit them myself, and then I chill out after stream. But I wake up late. I wake up late, like not.
Honestly, we all have kind of the similar routine, which is nice.
I think one thing that isn't talked about that often either is like after that 8-hour stream, usually you're not able to sleep because you've been on you've been on your PCs and stuff for like such a long time. And like after you do manage to sleep and you wake up late, like those late afternoon wake ups actually like kind of dig into your mental health as well because
100%.
We're waking up when it's dark sometimes. Like we go to bed.
My sleep schedule would be so bad for me.
Yeah, it's like I mean Qrissy, I think Qrissy's a bit better.
Mine's definitely better now. Bad. I'm waking up in the morning now, which is really good. I'm waking up at 7 a.m. now.
I don't think I'd want to wake up that early though.
Yeah, neither, because I'd be too tired for stream.
Yeah, I think the earliest I'd want to wake up is maybe like 12:30. Damn. Any earlier, by the time stream comes around at 7 p.m., I just have
no energy.
Yeah, you just got to get a quick nap in beforehand. That's just what you have to do. That's what I tried to do today, and then I was just like so tired.
Napping is hard though. The self-control to wake yourself up properly.
3-hour nap before the podcast.
No sleep. You what, sorry?
I said I had a 3-hour nap before the podcast. No sleep.
Oh my goodness.
Do you think sticking with one game is harder than like variety?
Yeah, there's definitely a worry, like that people watch you for the game you play. If you're sticking to one game, that's like there's definitely people that just watch you specifically to play COD, And then when you start to play other games, you'll lose like a few viewers or whatever. But I think it all just comes down to like how you are with your community. Like if you grow like a really close relationship with your viewers and you like build that friendship with your community, they don't care what you stream, Which I'm finding streaming other games. My chat will stay there and play like, stay interactive and, the viewers will stay quite normal, won't drop off too much because I know that's a lot of what a lot of streamers worry about, like viewers and stuff. But like if you have a good community, they'll stay and stick with you, whatever game you play.
What about you, Haley?
Well, with what Qrissy just said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with her. I want to play new games, but like, yeah, I agree with her.
Do you guys feel scared
I feel
to
like
play other
if
games?
you did have like other games to play with, and like you're really comfortable playing other games, like it was a regular thing, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Because then you wouldn't just have to constantly play Warzone.
100%. And I definitely
I don't know if I'd want to play other games. I mean, personally, I like love. I mean, Qrissy asked the question before. Like when I love one game, I just want to play that all the time.
Oh yeah, saying COD's like my main game, but like
yeah,
I'm just saying
COD is
like if
definitely
you like
main
had
game.
just for the vibes.
You feel like it's a good idea to branch off into other games? Just in case
it
this
depends
game
what you want to do.
dies?
I mean, I personally don't want to. I feel like the only other game that I'm even remotely interested in is Apex, but even then, like, there's no like. I wake up in the mornings and I just want to play Warzone.
Yeah,
like I never want to play Apex.
COD will always be my main game.
Yeah, COD's the wave.
That's the thing. Like, even if Warzone dies, like COD, you know.
Yeah,
there's a new COD every year.
Multiplayer.
Yeah, there's a new COD every year. But yeah.
Nah, COD of everything. We can be Minecraft streamers.
Anyways. Minecraft streamers. Oh yeah, actually I saw a conversation on Twitter this week about NA people complaining about just host difference, really. I think Juki's tweeted out. Yes. Juki's tweeted out the other day. Let me just read it word for word. Just really quickly. He says, makes me laugh when Warzone players say that it's harder to kill us when we're on 100 ping, but no one has ever said scrimming versus a team who is on 100 ping is too hard. It's always the opposite. Just accept it. You got pooped on by 120 ping killers. I liked that one.
So for some context, I think what happened was, as we all know, I think most tournaments are NA or they're NA host. But I think this specific tournament I think it was a one and done for the first round. And I think a lot of the seeding favored EU players. So they hosted. I think, is that what happened?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think a lot of like the first one and dones were done on an EU host and people weren't happy about that. And they were crying about the 100 ping.
Yeah.
And blaming it when they lost. Which I thought personally was very funny because I've actually seen those same people say that it's an advantage for us to be playing on 200 ping.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they were put on 100 ping.
No, it's funny. It's really fun. I feel like if ping was such an advantage, why are those American players always complaining when we do try to host? Like, why don't you come play on our servers if they're so buddy and come play on the high ping if it's so...
that's another thing. They say that our servers are really bad, but like they won't play on them.
Yeah, you won't play on the high ping, but like it's like rather.
I do think there is an advantage with the ping when you're like breaking cameras. That's the only thing. Like if you're close quarters and breaking cameras, that's where it can be an advantage. But when people say that ping is an advantage, like in this context, they're only saying it because they've either got pooped on by a person on a high ping or like they lost to someone on a high ping. That's like the only reason why.
Oh yeah, actually I'm not gonna go into details, but anyways.
I think I honestly don't think there's any positives about high ping.
I think it's absolutely fucking shit.
I'm gonna have to disagree with what Qrissy said because I don't think there's a single positive to high ping. Because like whether or not, like if I get the first bullet off, like I have to get the first bullet off. If I do not get that first bullet off, I'm dead. They don't even I don't even think they have to use as many bullets on us. I don't know why
even if you do get the first bullet off, you can still lose it.
You could hit every single headshot and get the first bullet off and you could still just lose the fight. The other thing is like movement is one of the biggest things in Warzone. And yet if you're on 200, you know what? I have to say 100 ping is very easy to play
Yeah,
on.
100
I
ping
will
is easy
say
to play
that
on.
as someone who plays on 200 ping for these tournaments, anyone that does cry about 100 ping, I'm gonna have to disagree with you because I played on Singapore servers and it's not like the greatest, but I mean,
It's
you
not
can
yeah,
you can
bad,
fry on
but,
it
like,
so
yeah.
easy
Yeah.
in comparison to 200. But yeah, movement is like such a big thing in Warzone. It's one of the probably the second biggest thing next to aim. Like if you can outmaneuver people, like you're gonna win majority of your fights. And if you're on 200 ping, or 180 plus, and someone is right in front of you and you slide behind them and on your screen you're shooting the back of their head, on their
that
screen
always happens to
you
me.
will be directly in front of them. You
It's
will
the
be
worst.
directly in front of them. So the point of views are completely different and they'll just kill you.
Right.
So when you're on 200 ping, like you have to get the first bullet off, you have to pre-fire. If you don't, you lose, and there's no way to out movement anyone.
Yeah.
Because you will just be right in front of them.
Yeah, I think 100 ping, like even when we get a 160, 150 ping on NA servers, like we're like, it's nice. Like,
Oh yeah, 160 is vibe.
yeah, like we're like happy.
We
I think
genuinely get very excited.
But this is what actually Maven said in reply to that. He said, high ping is absolutely worse, but when it comes to Warzone, lag compensation is some crazy shit. I don't know what kind of voodoo magic they use to make it playable for high ping players, but it's wild. Some of the 250 plus ping kills I see is sheesh. Basically, would I rather play high or low ping? Low, obviously, but would I rather take a gunfight against a high or low ping? Also low. Fighting someone with 30 ms makes way more sense than when it's high ping players. You're nasty. Frustrations on both sides. What do you think about that comment about fighting someone on a higher ping is worse than someone on a lower ping? When the bullet reg is...
Yeah.
Okay,
better.
so as someone who's
like
been playing on our
sometimes-
servers this week, our servers are filled with 200 pingers because the Singapore servers die very early and then ours die very early. It's like vice versa. We either end up on theirs or they end up on ours. I will say that if the people from Singapore who are on 200 ping do get the first bullet off, like I mentioned earlier, if we're on 200 ping, they're gonna win. They can win the fight, and it does make it a little bit. I don't know. It's hard. Like I don't enjoy fighting 200 pingers, but at the same time, like
compared to what they have to go through.
Yeah. Like
think about all of the disadvantages we have. Like
yeah.
Yeah, but
sometimes
if we're just saying like Maven's point of like, would I rather verse someone on 30 ping or 200? It'd be 30.
Right.
Do you think it's, if they're not using Kali sticks, LOL? Do you think it's easier to kill as someone from on 200 ping versus someone on 30?
I feel like sometimes it'd be just, I don't know. I feel like sometimes the 200 pinger might get like that thing how like, I don't know, you might, I don't know how to
play the
explain
devil's
it.
advocate here and play both sides.
Yeah, it's like,
I don't know.
Because sometimes I feel like, yeah, I don't know.
I feel like when you're on low ping, if the other person's doesn't matter what kind of ping they're on, like when your bullets hit, like they're dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I don't know.
I don't see. Yeah, I get what he's saying. Like playing versing someone on lower ping is, I guess, would be easier.
But
Yeah.
like if you were to put like two like really like the same skill level players together, one was on high ping, one was on low.
What kind of ping are we talking?
I don't know, say like freaking like 250.
Okay.
But like if that was to happen, I feel like the low ping person realistically wouldn't lose at all.
Yeah, oh, definitely not.
They shouldn't be losing.
They shouldn't lose. I mean, realistically,
that's
they
like
should not lose.
when we play in custom tournaments and we're versing like really, really, really good players, I feel like you have one shot, otherwise you're dead.
Yeah.
Oh no,
100%.
100%. Like customs, I don't know about the girls. Actually, I feel like the girls are somewhat in agreement. Customs are unplayable for us.
Mhm.
Yeah, on the high ping.
Completely unplayable.
Yeah.
Like I
They're
remember there was
ridiculous.
one. I played in one custom. I played in a couple customs, but one specific one where they finally did a central host, and I was frying. I had some technical issues. My internet went out, so that sucked. But I was frying on like when they were on like I was on like 180 ping, and then they switched to an East server, and I was on 250.
Yeah.
So I was on 280.
Yeah. It's a lot worse in customs.
I think I played on 350 in custom spot too. I'm out here fucking versing Aiden on 350 ping.
Yeah, it's just interesting to see like how some people who haven't had to deal with high ping are reacting to playing on high ping, and when it's not even that high, you know.
I know 100 is my god. From
not,
someone that plays on 200 ping, 100 ping
is not that bad.
Is nothing.
Nah, yeah, playing from
nothing.
350 to 100, big difference.
100%.
Like
what's it called?
I will jump with my hands in the air with happiness if I get 160 ping versus 200.
Yes, absolutely. And then also like this, it's nice to actually see like someone like Juki's kind of speak up on this kind of thing, because tournaments are becoming so like everyone, like a lot of EU players and OCE players are playing in these NA tournaments, and a lot of these NA tournaments, they're specifically inviting people from our region and EU. So if they're inviting people, they want us to play in these tournaments, how come we can't have an even playing field, you know? Like, not necessarily saying that we should host. I definitely feel like EU should host, at least. Like, if you're inviting people from EU, like, why can't they host? They're going to be on the same ping. NA's players are going to be on the same ping.
I disagree. I think if Australia is invited and European players are invited, there should be no host in Australia or Europe.
Why not?
Because we're going to be playing on 400 ping.
No, that's what I'm saying. Not, like, necessarily us, but, like, EU players are going to be hosting.
So
like,
if an EU and an American team are versing,
they should be able to host.
Has the highest seed, they should be able to host. I agree.
Yeah, they should be. And I think there should be a middleman for us.
I agree. And then
that's a fire idea.
And then if Australia versus America play on our servers, if it's such an advantage.
Yeah, that's what
And if our servers are so body, I find that so funny because they say our servers are so body.
But they play our servers when, like, to be fair, it would be bot time. They never play our servers at, like, prime.
Yeah, to be fair, we won't have servers.
Custom lobbies.
But we don't have
streams. Custom lobby.
To be fair, we won't have servers when tournaments are happening. But I'm just saying, for like the EU players, at least they should be able to host.
Definitely get a host. No,
they should be able to host 100%.
Especially
but I agree with Nat.
like America to EU is the same as EU to America, as in they get 100 each.
Similar ping,
yeah. Whereas America to Australia, some of them get like 350 for some unknown reason, like Haylee. And then, like, us to there is, like, 200. So it's, like, the 100 ping difference. But, yeah, I think EU should definitely always be allowed to host.
Yeah. Like, if they're getting invited to these things.
What is that?
What?
It was for the 20 gifted.
Oh, my God.
Tell Qrissy what you just did. Tell Qrissy what you just did.
No, someone just came in my chat and said it too. I'm not doing that.
Y'all are nasty.
I'm not doing that.
It's a joke. It's not that bad. You didn't have to call me out now.
Yo, this streamer stinks.
I don't know. I just saw something a little sussy and I had to bring it up.
I didn't see it, but I just saw it in my chat. I was like, what?
For the lols.
This streamer stinks.
God damn.
Oh my goodness.
Cool.
Yeah, but that was an interesting, thing to see on the Twitter timeline. You know, I feel like a lot of people just don't care especially NA players. If you're on high ping, it's our tourney.
I actually saw a lot of people backpedaling as well.
Oh, backpedaling how?
So a lot of people have said that playing on 100 ping is an advantage, or playing on 200 ping is an advantage. And then when they had to play on it, they were not happy. And there were multiple people. There were like 20 people that went to the timeline and started crying about playing on the EU host.
Yeah.
And then as soon as Juki's made that tweet, there was a lot of backpedaling.
Yeah.
And they were like,
backpedaling mean?
It means they took back what they said.
They were like, so like, yeah, I get what you mean.
So they basically went back on what they said, and they were like,
because
I didn't mean it like this, sort of thing.
Yeah, they don't care until it happens to them. Pretty much.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's like it's you know, it's coming to a time where, you know, we can, like, the hosts are gonna start changing. Like, you know, EU. I really feel like EU should be able to host.
Yeah, EU hosts if ping's such an advantage. But I agree what you said, Qrissy. I think that middleman thing would be good. I think EU players should be able to host. American people should be able to host.
Yeah,
I
and then when it
think,
comes,
And when it's EU and Australia, it should be middleman.
100%.
Yeah,
Because
I
it's
think
unfair.
someone
It
in
is
one of
unfair.
those teams has to have an American, so that
Yeah.
there can be a middleman host.
And it'll most likely be the OC player anyway. So you'll definitely always have a middleman. And if not, host for host, make it fair.
Yeah, it should be host for host if you can't have that middleman host.
Yeah.
It should be like fair in that way.
Because it really decides who wins the map. Like, the ping is the deciding factor whether you lose it or not.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's so heartbreaking when you're in a tournament and you die just to ping constantly.
Yeah. And
Like, the only way you're dying is because of the ping.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But anyway, I feel like we always go on about ping, but like, just so frustrating. So frustrating on the timeline when you're seeing people just being like, it's actually triggered me. Like, when I see people on the timeline saying that it's an advantage, like, it's not. It's not.
I mean, it's a really valid thing to bring up since it's such a hot topic. It's always being talked about constantly.
I feel like, yeah.
But what else is there? What else is there that happened this week? I think that was actually it.
Folks.
I think that was actually it that happened this week.
That was the
Except for
fastest
Qrissy's
hour of my
thinking.
life.
We're
Yeah, it
having
actually
so
went
much
pretty
fun.
quick.
We're having so much fun.
That was the fastest hour of my life.
Haylee, we're having so much fun in the most monotone voice ever.
We're having so much fun. To be honest, I don't even know what that word means. What you said.
Fun.
Monotone. It's like,
Oh, monotone. Haley has asked what, like 4 words tonight
bruh,
mean.
please go to school.
You guys
All
keep bringing out the
words.
big boy words.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know the like definition of that, you know?
Oh my
Anyways.
goodness.
Well, like what? Our 4th episode in? You know, we're doing really well. Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Hey, that was vibes.
Okay.